Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 25th August 2026. Singapore Telecommunications or Singtel is looking to start satellite communication related services in India, becoming the latest global aspirant in the country's nascent but high potential satcom market. Singtel plans to enter India's emerging satellite communications market, targeting public and private enterprises through its Indian subsidiary Singapore Telecom India. Tata Consultancy Services will acquire Porsche AG's IT consulting subsidiary MHP for an enterprise value of 320 million euros. The acquisition is part of a wider strategic partnership that includes a 5-year, $1.25 billion euro deal to deploy artificial intelligence across Porsche's engineering, manufacturing, operations and customer experience businesses. MHP, which employs around 4,500 people and reported turnover of 742 million euros in calendar year 2025, specializes in business consulting, digital transformation, artificial intelligence, SAP transformation, manufacturing digitalisation, and software-defined mobility. India is heading for its weakest monsoon in nearly 2 decades, with rainfall expected to be around 15% below normal, according to 2 senior weather department sources. This would make it the lowest rainfall since 2009 and nearly double the IMD's initial deficit forecast of 8%. The weak monsoon could hurt crop output, drive up food prices and curb rural incomes in the world's 5th largest economy, where the rains provide around 70% of the country's annual rainfall. Leading Indian manufacturers significantly increased exports in the last fiscal year. These companies collectively achieved net foreign exchange positive status. Export earnings grew by 29%, reaching over 1 lakh crore rupees. Companies navigated import cost pressures through increased localization efforts. This strategic approach benefited margins and expanded market reach. The Indian government will sell up to a 6% stake in state-run Hindustan Copper through an offer for sale or OFS, with the floor price set at Rs 514 per share. The government will initially offer 3% equity in Hindustan Copper, with an additional 3% green shoe option available in case of oversubscription. Of the offer, 10% will be reserved for retail investors, while an additional 25,000 shares will be reserved for eligible employees. India's Global Capability Centres or GCCs continue to drive office demand in the first half of 2026, with leasing by these centres rising nearly 38% year-on-year to around 16.5 million square feet. GCCs accounted for 38% of the country's total office leasing during the period, with 4 cities like Bengaluru, Pune, Delhi NCR and Mumbai contributing nearly 80% of the overall GCC leasing. Bengaluru remained the country's biggest GCC market, recording 5.36 million square feet of leasing in H1 2026. Pune followed with 3.01 million square feet, while Delhi NCR and Mumbai recorded 2.37 million square feet and 2.23 million square feet respectively. US-based financial services company The Standard is set to nearly double the size of its India Global Capability Centre or GCC to almost 400 employees by the end of 2026, positioning Bengaluru as a key innovation hub for organization's future growth. The expansion comes less than a year after the company inherited approximately 175 employees in Bengaluru through its acquisition of Allstate's employer voluntary benefits business. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share, because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.